Hi everyone, this is Shirley from Shirley's World, and I'm coming on here. I didn't announce this, but yesterday I went to the little thrift store in town and got a few things, managed to spend $52, and I thought I'd come on and show you the haul that I got, plus some other things. So I'm having my tea, so I thought this would be a good time to do this. I'm out here in the family room and hoping I don't spill my tea on my laptop computer. I really shouldn't keep it on the same little table. It's not very sturdy. Put it way back here. Maybe I should put it on another table. Okay. All right. Yeah, it's called Life's Treasures, the little store, and it has a sale just once a month. So I felt like I had to go to it. I haven't been to it for a while, and I thought I'd go to see what they have. They usually have some name brand things, and it's not overrun by resellers at all. It's mostly single, older people shopping in there, and I fit right in. So most clothes are normally $5, so they're $2.50, except if they're marked up. Now, they've started to mark up brands that they see are selling, but brands that they sell there to their normal customers aren't necessarily the brands that we want to resell online. So some of the brands are marked way up and others aren't. I found an Eileen Fisher wasn't marked up at all, but Chico's is always marked up. Then I bought a pair of shoes, which I'll show you first. I bought a pair of Skechers that I intended on keeping. I made a bad mistake without trying them on because I've worn Skechers before and I sort of know my size, so I just bought them. They were marked up to $15, but half of that, so these were $7.50, which is more than I ever pay for shoes. But these are the shoes. They're leather, they're suede, and they have this, the opening is on this Velcro hook and loop. Closing. So I just figured they're going to fit me. I didn't try them on. So unfortunately, when I got home, it's not that they don't fit. They're just very uncomfortable. I don't understand why. My foot doesn't seem to go down far enough into the shoe. I thought of pulling out the whole insole and putting in another insole, but I don't know if I'll do that or if I'll just try to sell them. I won't make any money on these because I paid way too much for them. I may make a couple dollars. So I'm going to show you the haul first, and then we'll talk about my other things I want to talk about after that. So, and tomorrow or the next day, I will be doing a what sold the last 2 weeks in October. I have to put all the tabs up yet. I figured out all the net prices that I will receive on each one. I've been doing that as I sell, which makes it a lot easier at the end. But I have to put all the tabs up in order to do it. So, all right. As you see, when I do this sold thing, I sold a red Christmassy vest. This is a Winnie the Pooh from Disney, or it just says Pooh on there, on Disney underneath. And it's a 2X, So it's a bigger size. It was marked up to $8 instead of $5. So I paid $4 for this little vest. Just a fleece vest, nice deep pockets. No. I do this and put it like this. So that's one thing I got. I looked at these a couple times before I bought them. These are new with tags, and they're Michael Kors, and they're stretchy. They're 1X, so it's a plus size, which I'm trying to get more. The manufacturer price on is $74. They're stretchy, just pull on pants. And they are like 5-pocket, are they five? No, not 5-pocket, but sort of like jeans, but they're stretch, and they're red, and it looks like lace on there. They're just different. I didn't know whether to get these or not, but I ended up getting them because they're plus size, just stretch pants. They're sort of different, and they're new with tags. So maybe I can move this back so you can see more. Okay, I found this Lush. I think that's an Anthropologie brand, right? I think so. Lush. It's a real fine knit, or not a see-through, almost a see-through knit. Just a tunic top in this gold color. And it was marked up to $6 instead of $5, so I paid $3 for this. It's a long tunic top. Pick that up. My cat is laying here next to me, purring like crazy. I got this because, not for the brand, but for the style. Because the brand is Max Jeans, which isn't a high-end brand at all. There's the label, Max Jeans. Kitty, you can't get on my lap here while I'm doing this. It's a small, and it's a long top, and it has bell sleeves, and at the bottom, it goes out. It's tunic length. Oh, that's the, I'm trying to get the bottom. The bottom is pleated sort of like sleeves, and it's full on the bottom. So it's like tunic length. It buttons on the back and has this crocheting around the neck. It's really pretty and so soft. I think this is made out of that viscose stuff. I don't know if I looked at this or not, what it was made out of. I don't know, it doesn't seem to have another tag. So the tag might have been cut out. But super soft. And the sleeves have that crocheting too. I just thought it was really pretty. Now this was not marked up at all. So this was, I paid $2.50 because this would have been $5. I got this because it's 100% cashmere. It's a pretty pink. It's just a pullover sweater, long sleeve sweater. Facing this the wrong way. Long sleeve sweater. and it's by Queen of Scots. Never heard of the brand. It's made in Hong Kong, and it's a small 100% cashmere. But I looked it all over. There's no holes. So anything cashmere always sells. And that was marked up to $6, so this was $3. Kitty, you have to move. Move. Now here's the Eileen Fisher that I bought, and this is a medium. It's sort of a strange little top with it zips in the front. It's not real long. It's waist or maybe a little below the waist. Has 3/4 dolman sleeves, and this was not marked up at all. See, Eileen Fisher, they don't mark it up. I think they used to. Maybe I just got a piece, found a piece that that they hadn't figured out. It's a little knit sweater. Susan Graver. This is the first skirt I found. That's why I bought this. I usually just see tops, but this is a small, and it's a skirt, actually. There's a pair of shorts underneath there. But it's not a short skirt. It's sort of a knee-length skirt with shorts underneath it. It's a really nice pattern, black and white. And it was not marked up. This was cost me $2.50. I just thought it was different, sort of cute. It's the kind of stuff that doesn't wrinkle at all. I won't be able to show much of this, but I can tell you what it is. This is Ann Taylor. I don't normally buy Ann Taylor, but it's an excellent brand. This is a size 10, and it's a pair of beige corduroy overalls. This was marked up to $8. Long overalls, straight wide legs. Just look real comfy for winter. This pair of overalls. So it's in excellent shape. So I thought I'd try it. Never know. They say overalls usually do really well, but I've never had the corduroy ones. So hopefully they do well. They'd be nice for in the winter. This is probably my favorite piece I got. This is Polo by Ralph Lauren. It's an extra large. It's navy blue, and it is 100% linen. It is so nice feeling. 100% linen, navy blue. This was marked up to $10, so this was $5. But I think that's well worth $5. If you go on Ralph Lauren's site, I mean their regular product site from the real Polo and Ralph Lauren stores, they have wonderful ads, and their things are so expensive. And you'd think that they would resell for a lot, and they don't particularly. I should be able to get $30 for this, I would hope. But it's a good size, extra large, navy. couple shirts. This was not marked up. This is Ralph Lauren also. This is Ralph Lauren Sport. And it's an extra, extra large. And this fabric is almost like lightweight flannel. It's real soft. It's a blue check plaid fabric. I like that one. So that was $2.50. And this is a long sleeve shirt by Eddie Bauer. And I got this because it's new with tags, and the price tag on this was $59.99. Extra, extra large. This is that fabric like fishing shirts or boating shirts, anything that you want to dry. If it gets wet, it dries really quick. And it's this nice green and white window pane type pattern. I say this is a 2XL, and it's called Travex. So I bet this doesn't wrinkle much at all. Says for your adventure. Made for trek and travel. At first, when I felt it, I thought it was going to be a vented fishing shirt, but it's not vented. But it's like that material. So, new with tags. It was marked up to $10, so I paid $5 for this. I'll have to keep that in mind when I list it. And I'll take lowball offers for sure. Because it is more expensive buying from here. But I thought it would be more than it was. Where's my receipts? Here. I got, counting the shoes that I now have to sell, I bought 13 items and paid $52.31 with tax. So that comes to $4.02 a piece. So not too bad. It's more expensive than going to when I get things at Goodwill, but not as bad as I thought it was going to be. My last item is by Torrid, a great brand. This is a 2, which means it's a 2X. And this is a top with cold shoulder. If I can figure this out. It's a crisscross front. Can you see that? Crisscross front. And the shoulder, it's a cold shoulder. So this is that real slinky material that won't wrinkle at all. And this, see, was not marked up at all. So I don't quite understand how they mark up things there. But so this was $2.50. Well worth that. So another plus size I got. So that is what I got for this little haul. Now I feel like I have, between the box, Bumblebee's box, and then the shopping trip I went to Goodwill on my own, and now this, I feel like I have a death pile, which I'm happy about because I need things to list, and I don't like when I run out of things. So I have enough to list now, keep me busy. And I actually went to this store twice. I went, I don't know what time I went, 10 in the morning. No, it was more like 11. Well, at noontime is when on Poshmark was that J. Crew sale that I wanted to be part of, the party, J. Crew party. And So they don't have Wi-Fi at this place. So I could have sat right down there on one of the couches and did my sharing right there. But there wasn't any Wi-Fi, and I didn't know if it would take longer to do it without Wi-Fi or whether it would just eat up my my texting or my phone or not. So I left there. I bought half the stuff. I left there. I went to Starbucks, sat in Starbucks and did the sharing, and then went back to the store and finished shopping. So that was 2 little trips that I made to that store, but it wasn't a lot of work. It's a small store. Even though they don't have carts, the store is small enough that they don't have carts. You have to take in your own bags. So I had to carry a bag the whole time. The birds are at my bird feeder out here. Carry a bag while you shop. But it's okay because the store is small. And what else do I want to talk about here? I shop at Aldi a lot for my groceries. In Aldi, I saw that they had a steamer in there. I saw it like a few times ago. And this stand-up steamer, the big kind where you hang, where it has the hanging rack and the big hose with the steamer and everything like people use, it had those. And it was $30, which is a lot less than I've been seeing them on Amazon. So I almost bought it for $30. Well, I was in there the other day and they had cut it half price, $15. Well, I grabbed it right away and I left it sit for a couple days. And then one evening I decided, hi, Sue. Hi, Bumblebee. You got my check? Good. I didn't check my email yet today. No. I will when I'm done here. I got this steamer. It's just the base of it, and then you have to put the pole together and the rack and everything else and figure out how to do the hose and everything. So the directions to this, I don't know if you can see it. Here is this steamer right here. It just comes with this part, of course, put together, this bottom part. And then you have to put together, you'd think this would be easy. It's all in different parts. So they don't have picture directions. They have one picture direction to tell you what everything is. But then the directions of how to put it together is under here. This long thing, product assembly, which I'm not sure who wrote this, but I just sort of figure that this person wasn't English speaking, English wasn't their first language. Anyway, it took me forever. It took me 2 hours. Now I know I'm slower at putting things together anymore, but this was ridiculous that it would take that long. It took me 2 hours to put this together. When I was done putting it together, it was time for bed. I didn't put any water in it. I didn't even try it out till the next day. Okay? So I had 2 items that I wanted to try the steaming on. So I had one linen top and I had one men's shirt. And I was going to try the cotton men's shirt and the linen. And this thing has different gauges to what fabric. It has all different, doesn't show right here, but it has 4 different settings for the heat, you know, how hot it was. And the hottest one is linen. And I think the third one is cotton. So I put it on cotton to do the men's shirt. And I started it, I put the water in, started it going, and steam started coming out. after a little short while, that was fine. And it has a big head on it, about this big. So I'm going up and down like this, and nothing's happening. It's not getting any wrinkles out. Well, I figured out you have to go really slow for the wrinkles to start to come out. So I'm doing this and doing this and doing this. It's taking me forever. And when I got done, it still wasn't as good as if I would have just ironed it. And it took me much longer than ironing. I'm a pretty fast ironer. So I don't know if anybody else, if there's a learning curve to steaming, maybe there is. I don't know. But I can see where you could burn your hand a lot by holding the fabric out and hitting your hand with the steam. I tried really hard not to do that. And then I put it on linen and tried the linen thing. Well, the linen went a little better because it's hotter and there's more steam coming out. So I'm thinking maybe I should do everything on linen setting because it has a huge water capacity in it. So I think next time I will try everything on linen. But what it does do, it makes everything damp. You have to hang things almost to dry after you're done steaming. You have to steam it enough to get the wrinkles out, and it makes it all damp. So I don't know, is that right? Is there anybody out there that steams? Oh no, don't throw it out in the yard. What? I'm trying to think what I talked about. The steam. Oh, so I won't take this back because it was only $15, which is a really good price for this. It started to spit water a little bit in the beginning, but I held up the hose. I think it was just condensation in the hose. And once I did that, I think the water went down and it didn't spit anymore. So that's good. That was my main complaint on the little handheld ones. I did try a little tiny handheld one once, and it spit water all over the place. So I think it's still upstairs. I never took it back either. But this does take up space. I put it in my bathroom because it does have a plug in there, which is real safe, that you can't electrocute yourself, since I am messing with electricity and water here. So that's my experience so far with the steamer. Does anybody steam things? Don't throw it in the yard. Steam, they do need to dry. Yeah, I can see that. I mean, is it faster than ironing, do you think, after you get good at this? Because I could just iron things much faster than it was taking me to steam these things. But I'll give it some more tries and we'll see. I know there's so many people use this type of steamer, so it must work. I'm glad you're here, Bumblebee, because I have a couple Poshmark questions. One question I've had from the very beginning. In the very beginning, I almost missed when I made a sale because they send you one email. I mean, I go through my emails in the morning and zip through them and delete. I could delete. If I would delete that, it would delete the whole mailing label and everything. So I wish that they would also notify you in another way. I know that your item in your closet will be marked sold. But if you've already deleted your mailing label, there's probably a way to get it back again. But that's my one one observation about that. And is there any way to make the mailing labels bigger? First of all, the mailing label goes up and down in the middle of the page, and it's small. Set email notification on the phone. So I get a ding-a-ling, you mean? Oh, steaming can release odors and dirt rather than washing. Yeah. Right. If anything's dirty at all, I wash it. But, oh dear, releasing odors. Well, then I'd have to wash it anyway, right? It would be a sure telltale sign. Yeah, the mailing labels. eBay's mailing labels go like, if it was a regular sheet of paper, it would go top and bottom. The mailing label would be up here, and then all about the item would go down here, and you just put it on your, because I use the sticky mailing labels in my laser printer, and so you tear them off and just stick them on the package. But these Poshmark labels, I have to print on regular paper on my regular, well, I can do them on the laser printer, but I have to remember to put regular paper in. Email, but an email, you don't know about dingling. Some items are dry clean only, I know. But I know some people steam items that are dry clean only and get away with it. So I don't know. Other people probably pay way more, than $15, I'm sure. But basically, a steamer, it does the same thing. I mean, what else could a steamer do that what this is doing? I mean, it's sending out a lot of steam, and it's not spitting water. So, I mean, that's all I can ask of it. Use legal size paper and get 2 per sheet. Oh, legal size paper. Aha. That's an idea. I usually don't need more than one. I'm not selling that much on Poshmark. More this last 2 weeks, though. Okay, those were my questions about Poshmark. Kitty, stop that. This feral cat, she's not feral with me anymore, but she needs all the time when she is on anything. She's on my bed pillow right now. She purrs and does that kneading thing. Yesterday or the day before, whenever my cleaning girl, Teresa, came, after she cleans my house really fast now. So she stayed and helped me winterize the chicken coop, which wasn't really hard because we had already cleaned it out while it was still warm out. It turned cold here. Overnight, it went from 65 degrees to in the 30s. And it's in some places, it snowed a little bit. I didn't get any snow, but it got cold. But anyway, we got the coop winterized just in the nick of time. And what I do is we shoveled out or raked out into the outside run all the shavings that were on the floor in the coop. Okay. I do mostly everything by this book, Fresh Eggs Daily. This is Lisa Steele's book. That she's written a number of books now. She has a website. She's on TV. She's an expert in chickens. She lives in Maine, where they have really cold winters. So I figure she knows a lot about winterizing your coop. But this is an old-time method of winterizing your chicken coop. I know there's a lot of people probably on here that doesn't care two hoots about winterizing a chicken coop, but I just wanted to tell you what we did. I'll do this real quick. But it's called the deep litter method. It's so that you don't have to clean all the time, all winter. You put a deep layer, like 6 inches of fine shavings, not the big flake, the fine shavings. And then you put another big, another maybe 4 inches or more of straw. Now, I could not find any straw anywhere except a Tractor Supply has these compressed bales. It's like a bale and a half. It's compressed to this little block that weighs a ton. So Teresa helped me get this out of my car and move it. And then we broke off the bindings and it pops open. This straw was like silk. It was so soft. So over that shavings, you put a deep layer of straw. And then I put straw in their nesting boxes because it's so soft and nice. Well, that's a big change for them from summertime. So here's Mama Cat. This is used to be feral. You couldn't touch her at all. She's old. She's about at least 13 years old. She's tiny. So you put all these layers in and the straw's on the top and it's real spongy and nice and smells great in there. And so then the chickens, they'd peek in and they didn't want to go in there because it was different. They didn't go in till it was time to roost, and then they can't help themselves because they have to roost at night. So they did go in, and I'm sure they tiptoed through the straw and hopped up on the roost. But then the next day, they had laid some eggs in the nesting box where the straw was, and now they're fine with it. But all you do every day is just turn it over. And what it does is it composts right in the coop. And if you do it the right way, you can add leaves in there too. God knows I have enough dry leaves. So you can add leaves and straw and these shavings, and you keep turning it over. And with the added chicken poop in there, it composts down into this wonderful compost. And as it's decomposing, it produces heat. But if you're doing it correctly, there is no odor at all. So if it starts to smell, you have to shovel it all out and start over again. Because chickens can't be anywhere where you have ammonia smell or anything. So hopefully I'm doing this correctly and I won't have any odor at all. You just turn it over, which is real quick in the morning, because chickens, I'm sure people want to know this, chickens, when they poop the most is when they're on their roost at night. They poop all night as they're sleeping. They're pooping. So most of the poop is under the roost, and you just turn it over in the coop. And you just add more straw. I think that's all you add. You add more straw or leaves as necessary. And it should last all winter doing this. And by spring, you have this wonderful composted bottom that you just put out in your garden. So we'll see. I'll let you know. So those were all kinds of subjects today. Let me get my tea. You learned about chickens, my steamer, and whoever comes on here later, please tell me what your experiences are with the steaming, whether you prefer to steam or to iron. I've only had one steaming experience, And so far, I like ironing better, even though I hate to iron. It's just quicker for me. But I know my ironing board's always up, so I don't have to put my ironing board up or anything. And now the steamer's standing right there. All I have to do is plug it in, turn it on. There's enough water in there to last me a long time. Bumblebee washes everything. Some things are best to iron. Some things are best to steam. Oh, so it does take some learning. A good tool for removing wrinkles after washing silk. Oh, that would be a good, okay. That would be damaged by an iron. So steaming silk is a good idea. They do have this little thing to put over the wand that helps you get wrinkles out. It's like a little brush almost. I don't know if I'd want to use it on silk though, the brush. But I will keep practicing with the steamer and see if I get any better at this. So I already shared my closet once. I'm going to do it now again, and then I'll do it tonight later. And I think I missed the best in bags. I don't have many handbags though to put on. But I will spend this evening, like last evening, listing. It takes me so long to list on both platforms. I can't believe how easy it is if you're just listing on Poshmark. You can do it on your phone, you can do it on your computer. It goes so fast. But to eBay, they make it so complicated. I don't understand why they have to make it so complicated on eBay. And now with this new edition they're making, it's even more complicated. It's ridiculous, really. This is the added edition that made the glitch happen. But when I do the what sold video, I will show you my numbers. And actually, this glitch did not affect me near like it affected other sellers. I'm only down a very little bit for the last month, and I'm actually up from a year ago. I'm up like, I think it's 13% or something from last year's. But from last month, I'm down a little bit, but only like 3%. It's just a little bit. So some people, like Lavender's Clothesline, she was really in trouble with her big closet, with her big inventory. I have almost 1,500 items on eBay. Not quite, 1,450 maybe. But I'm doing, besides listing, I'm also going in and revising listings. I do that every day too. So I will check my email. Oh dear. Read paper comment. Read paper comment. Okay. I can't wait to go read my email now. I think the girls are cute and a hoot to hear what they do and how they are thinking. Wait, I'm reading this backwards. Let me see here. Okay, it's a fine steamer used to kill odor causing bacteria. It takes less time than removing wrinkles. Okay. Yeah, I heard it was good for that. I think the girls are cute and a hoot to hear. You mean the chickens? Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to know what they're thinking because they communicate back and forth to each other constantly. So, also, I don't know if I've ever told you, they can recognize up to 50 some faces, both animals and humans. They recognize people. I know they recognize me. And if I come with somebody else, they'll be real standoffish. And because they don't recognize that other person. Read paper, comment, and check email. About. I have to go through and read this. Thank you, though, for all this information. I will. I can't wait to get to the email. But tomorrow, I'll try to do it tomorrow. If I don't do it Saturday, I'll do it on Sunday. Will be the What Sold video. So I think I did okay, especially with the glitch going on. And I did much better. I'm doing better and better on Poshmark. So that's encouraging. Thank you, Bumblebee. So I'm going to close for now and have to figure out what I'm going to have for supper. And take the tags off of all this stuff and take it upstairs to photograph. Although I have 2 bags of stuff up there I have to photograph yet. So I'll say bye for now and see you maybe tomorrow or Sunday for sure. So bye.